Streaming 24/7 on the News 8 Plus app. You're watching News 8 Now this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Brooklyn Hine. La Crosse police are searching for more information after a stabbing on 16th Street last night. According to police, a person was stabbed multiple times in the 1100 block of 16th Street around 11 p.m. on Friday. The victim was taken to the hospital. Police say it appears to be an isolated incident. Anyone with information or ring camera footage should contact the police or La Crosse area Crime Stoppers. Well, Greg, we definitely had some sunshine and some heat this morning.
Yeah, it's definitely been a nice day compared to what we had for like Friday night going into early Saturday morning. But unfortunately, we do have rain and clouds coming back in for Sunday. But for the most part, tonight's going to be fairly quiet. Right now, we still have really nice conditions out there, upper 50s, even upper 60s as you go further south. Overall, the winds are fairly quiet too. So overnight lows, excuse me, getting from the mid 40s to the mid 50s, depending on location where you are. If we look at satellite and radar right now, overall quiet conditions, not much cloud cover, but we do have storms as you go further south, just south of Prairie du Chien. This is where kind of the activity should probably be most of the evening, but I think overnight we might see some isolated activity for the most part. If you plan your morning out, it's going to be getting a little bit wet as we go towards the noon hour for Eau Claire. A lot more cloud cover, and the temperatures are going to be cooler with the cloud cover sticking around, only 61 by noon. And a very similar story, La Crosse will start seeing clouds and precipitation start to increase towards the noon hour as we get closer there. 64 with a lot more rain and then more showers in the afternoon. So overall, a little bit of a different of a Sunday versus Saturday, but we do have some more severe storms possible as we go towards Sunday night. And we got potentially another round as we go to Monday night. So we'll kind of explain all that a bit later in the broadcast.
All right, thanks, Greg. The pain of rising costs isn't only at the pump, it's also taking a bite out of grocery budgets. Food overall is 20% more expensive than it was in 2022. WCCO's Uba Ali has the price check.
Inside the kitchen at Lay Burger.
Fries available for $80 here at all.
The orders are still coming in, but so are higher food costs.
Beef's as high as it's ever been, so that's a really hard one.
And the cost of getting ingredients through the door is too.
A lot of vendors, when they see the gas prices spike, they know their costs are going to go up, and I get it. There's a whole chain of people that have to make money for it to all work.
According to the Consumer Price Index, the price of 100% beef is just under $7 a pound. That's up from around $6 this time last year. Tomatoes tell a similar story, going up nearly $1 a pound in a year.
It's the fuel prices, it's general inflation, it's there's a lot of difficult factors right now.
Owner Josh Hoyt.
All right, here we are.
Says gouging guests isn't an option.
We really do want to provide the best value, highest quality, depending on the concept, and we're scraping by with our little margins because we love doing what we do.
That same pressure is also showing up at grocery stores.
Even if you can drive to that grocery store that's 5 miles away, can you even afford it?
All of the prices shock me, just that they seem to go up every single time I go to the grocery store. And it's hard to know whether it's like a real cost that's being passed down to you or an opportunistic cost.
Now an alert for La Crosse drivers. Parking ramp closures are expected this week as the city pressure washes downtown parking ramps. Each ramp's entrance will close at 2 p.m. the day before it's cleaned. The Pine Street ramp closes tomorrow afternoon, while Main Street, Riverside, the La Crosse Center, and the Market Square ramps will close later in the week. Permit holders can use any other ramp that is open. For a full list of ramp closures, you can visit our website at news8000.com. UW La Crosse graduates taking the stage today. About 1,700 undergraduates are being honored today, along with 280 graduate students. The commencement ceremonies are taking place at the La Crosse Center. The new graduates shared advice for incoming freshmen.
Do as much as you can, try everything, and everyone is just as nervous as you, so don't be too nervous, I guess. Just let yourself have fun.
Also, don't forget, college is not just about education. It's about meeting people, having shared experiences, growing as a person, and having fun, right? So if I could go back to my freshman self, I'd say, take it easy, buddy. It'll be okay. And just, be a good person.
Some good advice there. Now, the day also included pinning ceremonies for graduate programs. Congratulations to all graduates. Fort McCoy hosting its 2026 Armed Forces Day open house at the installation's historic commemorative area. The open house includes dozens of displays and interactive activities, including camouflage face painting, sandbag filling stations, and military equipment displays. Visitors can see military vehicles up close, and soldiers with several Army units are available to answer questions.
It's an opportunity to connect to our community. You know, we cannot thrive as a military community if we do not account for the support that we get in our local communities. And it's always good to be able to open our gates and let our communities experience what we have here in the installation.
The commemorative area serves to reflect on the installation's involvement in World War II and the entirety of Fort McCoy's 110-year history. Some young fishers are spending the morning out on the Mississippi. The Genoa National Fish Hatchery hosting a kids fishing day. Each kiddo receives a fishing passport to check off different learning stations. The stations feature lessons about fish habitats, conservation, boat safety, and more.
For a lot of these kids, it's their first time fishing, so any way that we can hook them on to the sport of fishing is great. You know, get them involved in the outdoors.
Well, a fun way to enjoy that sun today. Now, after collecting stamps from each station, the kids are set loose to test their newfound fishing knowledge. It's a weekend full of Norwegian culture and celebration in Westby. It's the 58th annual 17. Mai honoring Norway's Constitution Day. Today in Westby, food trucks, a car show, and live entertainment all taking place. Now, just one of today's highlights, a market with dozens of vendors.
This is a tradition. We just love coming here and selling, all the stuff for the kids, the crowns, the shields. One of our favorite items actually is the Norwegian shields we have here today.
Now the celebration isn't over. It continues on Sunday with a parade through downtown Westby. Vendors and volunteers coming together in Onalaska today for a Hmong American Day celebration. The event, taking place at the Omni Center, features free activities and entertainment for the community. Organizers say the day aims to celebrate Hmong American culture.
Hmong American Day, it's more so like to show our culture and our, as you can see, food, and our clothing, our attire with not just our community, but Onalaska, La Crosse, Holman area, community, just showing everyone like who we are as Hmong people.
Hmong American Day is nationally celebrated on May 14th each year. Still to come, an alleged terrorist behind bars in New York. We'll have details on the plot to target synagogues across the country and his arrest after the break.
The Hot Tub and Swim Spa Expo is at Hot Springs Spas and Pools in Onalaska. This weekend only. Huge discount on Hot Spring Hot Tubs. Hot tubs as low as $79 a month. Hot tubs, swim spas, saunas, and patio furniture up to 30% off. This weekend only at Hot Springs Spas and Pools in Onalaska.
Are you dealing with vaginal odor? It's time to give your vagina the support it needs. This is Uro Vaginal Probiotic from O Positive Health. Uro has a premium V Positive probiotic blend with XOS prebiotics to enhance effectiveness, so you can crowd out odor-causing bacteria, balance vaginal pH and yeast levels, and enjoy greater vaginal comfort. Get Uro for 20% off right now at geturo.com.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we help you find value on the things you value. So when it's time to take on a project, we've got you covered with the right supplies at unbeatable prices. Right now, during our Yard Defense Days, save $10 on Scott's GrubX or Turf Builder Triple Action. Fiskars Garden Hand Tools, just $9.99. And in automotive, buy 3 Goodyear or Cooper tires, get one free, plus up to $80 in consumer rebates. Find the value you need to do things your way. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
The Hot Tub and Swim Spa Expo is at Hot Springs Spas and Pools in Onalaska. This weekend only. Swim spas up to $10,000 off. Saunas starting at $119 a month. Hot tubs, swim spas, saunas, and patio furniture up to 30% off. This weekend only at Hot Springs Spas and Pools in Onalaska.
Trade was a critical topic at the Beijing summit. President Trump says he, quote, struck fantastic deals, but the U.S. stock markets fell yesterday. The Dow closed down more than 500 points with few details about what the two superpowers accomplished. CBS Lana Zach has reactions from farmers.
In Rick Chipman's fields in Harlan, Iowa, young soy plants are starting to emerge.
We're off to a good start.
He farms 1,800 acres of corn and soy in Shelby County, alongside a hog operation that offset last year's losses following a trade war that was devastating for farmers of row crops. The price of soybeans is still significantly depressed, down nearly a third from 2022. And that's why American farmers had big hopes for President Trump's trip to China.
We really haven't heard yet if good things have happened or not.
Markets tumbled due to a lack of specifics following the president's promises.
We make great deals, we make great trade deals.
But China hasn't made any commitments, not the timing, not the volume, not even what they're buying. And that matters because China purchases more soybeans than any other nation. The war with Iran has added additional strain for farmers. About a 50% increase in the price of diesel, and the cost of nearly everything else, from seed to fertilizer, is rising too.
There's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. It just seems like an auctioneer, you know, when you're filling the planter up.
More farmers are being pushed into bankruptcy as some look for income elsewhere.
There's a lot of farmers thinking maybe it's time to go get an off-farm job just to keep, you know, food on the table.
Lana Zach, CBS News.
China has previously agreed to purchase 25 million metric tons of U.S. soybeans through 2028. An Iraqi terror suspect is behind bars, accused of plotting to target synagogues in California, Arizona, and New York. Al-Sadi is also accused of helping to carry out almost 20 attacks in Europe, including the stabbing of 2 Jewish men in London last month. He was arrested after allegedly hiring an undercover agent to help carry out the attacks.
He allegedly stated, either they eradicate us or we eradicate them. The complaint further alleges that he sought to bring that terror here to New York City.
Prosecutors say he's a commander of Kataib Hezbollah, an Iranian-backed terror group affiliated with the Iranian Revolutionary Guard. Al-Sadi is expected back in court at the end of the month. We'll have more news ahead, but first.
Yeah, definitely more clouds and more rain on Sunday. It'll keep the temps down, but we have severe storms possible going for Sunday night and maybe even Monday night. We'll explain all that coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Refresh your home at Furniture, Decor & More. Find your style with beautiful furniture, unique decor, and everything to complete your space. This month only, get a $500 rebate when you purchase any FlexSteel sofa and love seat set. Furniture, Decor & More in Westby and Boscobel. Stop in today.
Hey, Dominic here to tell you that we have rubs. We have a chicken and pork rub, we have a sweet chicken and pork rub, and we have a beef rub. Our rubs cover everything from chicken wings to complex briskets. For some amazing pulled pork, take a pork butt, coat with mustard, season with the sweet chicken and pork rub, smoke at 225 degrees to an internal temp of 200 degrees. Let it rest and pull it apart. It's gonna take a while, so make a Bloody Mary using Please Name Bloody Mary mix. I don't think a day could get much better.
One of the things I've said for years is we do things right and we do the right thing. From the very beginning, when we offered bathrooms, one of the biggest concerns for homeowners is just safety. Can you get in and out of the bathtub? If that's a problem for you, the Board Store has the products and the installers to make your bathroom safe as well as attractive and easy to care for. Call today for a prompt free estimate.
A little empathy has the power to make everyone feel better. Welcome to healthcare that's all about caring. Amplify Health. A little empathy changes everything.
Your Touchstone Energy Cooperative knows safety is the backbone of reliability. To deliver the power you need means doing things right. So we can continue to provide reliable energy and peace of mind. Because safety runs through everything we do. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
Refresh your home at Furniture, Decor & More. Find your style with beautiful furniture, unique decor, and everything to complete your space. This month only, get a $500 rebate when you purchase any FlexSteel sofa and love seat set. Furniture, Decor & More in Westby and Boscobel. Stop in today.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Just this week, 2 men were killed in separate boat accidents in Minnesota. Photojournalist Joe Van Ryn and Frankie McLister have important reminders of how to stay safe on the water.
As Minnesotans head to the lakes this boating season, officials are stressing the importance of being safe and being prepared. Carver County Chief Deputy Sheriff Patrick Barry says boating safety starts before you hit the water.
Check their engines, check their gas, make sure their navigation lights are working. All those types of things first.
Included in that preparation is making sure you have a flotation device for everyone on board. All children 10 and under need to be wearing them at all times. And this early in the season, life jackets are especially crucial.
The problem is the water right now is in the mid-50s. If you don't have a life jacket on, you fall in that water, you're going to panic, you're going to gasp, and you're going to drown.
According to the DNR, last year there were 7 boating fatalities in Minnesota and 35 recorded non-fatal incidents. While those numbers are historic lows for the state, Barry says most accidents are still preventable.
We look at those things and investigate them. It's not uncommon to find some poor decision making involved, regrettably.
Other safety tips include slowing down and staying at least 200 feet from the shoreline and other boats on crowded waters, assigning a sober boat operator before heading out, and state law also requires a carbon monoxide detector for any recreational boat within an enclosed area.
Make good decisions. Don't drink alcohol and boat, just like don't drink alcohol and drive a car. And go out and have a good time, but make good decisions. If the weather changes, get off the lake.
With photojournalist Joe Van Ryn, Frankie McLister, WCCO News.
All right. Well, they also add to make sure someone on land knows where you're going when heading out on the lake. Well, today would have been a great day to head out on the lake, but tomorrow's not looking the same. We'll hand it over to meteorologist Greg Barnhart for our full forecast.
Yeah, definitely not going to be all the sunshine we saw today, although we're not going to expect it's severe weather tomorrow. It's just going to be a lot more rainfall, cloud cover, and even some showers that'll linger. So tonight, you still might see a few showers. I think the best shot is that going to be south of I-90, although all areas may see it light, not severe expected with that. As I mentioned, the rain for tomorrow, it's more kind of steady light rain or showers, and they'll likely linger into the afternoon as you go further north. So the cloud cover will keep the temps down a little bit. The severe threat, the next one we're watching, is really late Sunday night into early Monday morning. There's a line that could come through if it stays together. And another opportunity with the final cold front that'll come through probably Monday night into early Tuesday. So kind of 2 opportunities that you're kind of monitoring. Overall, Monday actually may be fairly quiet during the day as we're kind of in between stuff. Right now, you see a lot of this is just radar picking up cloud cover or inversion that's going on. Otherwise, the precipitation that we're kind of monitoring for overnight is really just to the west, and it's struggling to get much further north than it is right now. You can see it's basically moving west to east along this boundary. But this is just the start of some of the activity overnight. That Prairie du Chien up to Lansing, Decorah, maybe Richland County areas, they might see some of that isolated or even scattered overnight. The rest of the area might see that too. It's also associated with a boundary that's further to the south, and then we got a weaker one, the boundary that's fallen to the north right now, kind of where the activity is too. So all this will push further north. And in fact, we're going to see one of these complexes eventually bring that light rain I mentioned later Sunday morning. But overall, there's your activity here just to begin to push into maybe south of I-90 as we get towards 3 to 4 a.m. Light activity, maybe a thunderstorm, not expected to be severe. And then through the early morning hours, still dry. The cloud cover will increase. And here comes a steady light rain that'll spread across the area. If you're east of the river, more likely you're going to see this. If you're west of the river, it'll be probably more cloud cover. But it kind of gets out of here by 1. And then we just have scattered shower activity throughout the afternoon, isolated, but notice you could see some sunshine too. It's not going to be a total rainfall, but look at the temperatures here. Mid-60s further to the north because the cloud cover will keep that, and it lingers shower activity a little bit longer as you go further north. Further south you go, you'll have that break in activity in the afternoon and could get back close to 80. So quite a spread of temperatures across the area. But for the most part, a lot of areas are cooler given the clouds and precip. Now, as we look at, there's 10 a.m., you can see all the precipitation. It continues to push up. It starts to fall apart, and then you get scattered evening activity once again that develops. Not expected to be severe yet. As 9:30, 10, you start seeing it. But then as we go towards midnight, here comes that line that's going to approach from the west. And if it holds together, it's damaging winds. And I've kind of got a 3-day look. You can see that where it's actually strong. It'll push through the area and potentially has that bow-shaped feature, which is a really classic feature to see with damaging wind gusts ahead of it. Could come through about 1 to 2 a.m. from Eau Claire and La Crosse. It will weaken as it pushes through, but areas all the way down into southwest Wisconsin may get this around 3 to 4 a.m. Now, time to get to morning commute, we may see additional lines come through. That could be fairly strong, too, with some damaging winds. But by the time we get to 5 to 6 a.m. in the morning, it's pretty much quieted down with cloud cover and showers maybe lingering. For the rest of Monday, it's going to be fairly quiet. And that's why the severe threat is damaging winds for that line. Further west you go, better opportunity to see it. As you go further east, it will weaken. But definitely keep an eye on that because it does have a clear signature of damaging winds as that line races to the east. As we go to Monday night, here's your next opportunity. This will be about 11 to 12 p.m. Another line that comes through. That'll be the next potential, and that's why we got the alert day for that period. More to come on that, but for the time being, notice a drop in temperatures once that front passes. We're back in the 60s here, but further north you go, likely going to be into the 50s to Wednesday and potentially Thursday. So a definitely cool snap there before we start kind of pulling those temperatures back up. So not a total washout tomorrow, but there will be a lot more steady rain. The good news is it's not going to be severe either.
Okay, that's good news. Thanks, Greg. Coming up next in sports, conference titles are on the line at Roger Herring Stadium. Our athletes put on a show for MVC Track and Field Championships. Kate has the highlights next.
Get an extra 10% off home prices during the Memorial Day sale at Home Furniture.
So you don't believe in climate change, but you install geothermal heating and cooling.
The geothermal gives us consistent comfort all day and all night.
Well, I feel very comfortable and very uncomfortable at the same time.
That won't hurt you.
I know. You've made sure of that.
You've worked hard to build your business. Your systems, your customer data, your financial records. They're the backbone of your success. But without proper cybersecurity, they're vulnerable. 3RT Networks provides reliable protection, 24/7 monitoring, and customized security solutions designed for businesses just like yours. Because downtime isn't just inconvenient, it's expensive. Protect what you've built. 3RT Networks, your local partner for safer IT.
Wow, Forest Berry Fudge is amazing. This is melting in my mouth.
Dill pickle? Whoa, that's actually good.
Holy fudge. This is the best thing ever.
Expressions brought to you by Valley Fudge and Candy.
Pop in to Valley Fudge and Candy.
Hey, what's up with no seatbelt?
We're not going far. Just heading to town.
Really?
Don't worry, folks. I got this.
What the?
Come on, man. You're more likely to get in a crash on a shorter trip. So buckle up every trip, every time.
Got it?
Got it. Click it or kick it. Together, we can save lives.
So you don't believe in climate change, but you install geothermal heating and cooling.
The geothermal gives us consistent comfort all day and all night.
Well, I feel very comfortable and very uncomfortable at the same time.
That won't hurt you.
I know. You've made sure of that.
Covering all the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports.
It's a busy time of the year for the track out at Roger Herring Stadium. In 3 weeks, we've got the Wisconsin State Track and Field Competition. Next week, it's the Division III Championships, and this afternoon, we have the MVC Championships. Let's start in the field. Holman's Brenna Schmidt putting together a solid season, and she's going to secure herself a shot put gold. The future Southern Alabama Jaguar had a best throw of 39 feet, 8.5 inches. She would also win the discus. And how about a day for Onalaska's Brendan Chenault? On his very first triple jump of the morning, he would have put up a mark of 45 feet, 11 inches, which was good enough for first place. But he wasn't done. Chenault would go on to win the 100, the 400, and took second in the 200. 4 events, 3 firsts and a second. How about that? In the girls' 100 meter, it was Holman's Lydia Lazarescu defending her crown and doing it with a time of 11.87 seconds, giving her a new PR and breaking her own conference record from a year ago. In the boys 1600 meter, close at the top with a lap to go, and we would have a sprint to the finish where Sparta's Braden Novak would close it out with a time of 4 minutes and 35 seconds. Holman's Casey Horman took second. In the girls' mile, Holman's Sabrina Lechner was dominating the distance races today. She would win the 1600 in 5 minutes and 13 seconds. She would also take first in the 800 and the 2 mile. We had a conference record broken by Holman's Jakai Ayat in the 110 hurdles, winning with a time of 14.2 seconds. He would also win the 300 hurdles, and the Vikings sweeping the hurdle races today as Olivia Wickstrom would also win the 100 and the 300 on the girls' side. More field events. McKenna McGarry took first in the girls' long jump with a top jump of 17 feet 9 inches. Isabella Malachek won the girls' high jump, being the only one to clear 5 feet. And the Hilltoppers with a lot of success on the jumps as Wilder Birch finished first in the boys' high jump, clearing 6 feet 2 inches. However, the Vikings took first in both the boys and the girls' team scores. Logan finished second on the boys' side. Onalaska finished second on the girls' side. Well, the UWL baseball team opened up their regional with a statement win yesterday, 7-2 over Millikan University, which put them into the winner's side in a matchup against Baldwin Wallace this afternoon. Now, the game was pushed back due to some rain, but eventually they got the innings in. Let's go to Decatur, Illinois. Eagles, the 3 seed, the Yellow Jackets, the 1 seed, and it wouldn't take long for Baldwin Wallace to strike. Bottom of the second inning, and Carson Petreka is going to send this ball deep to right over the wall. Yellow Jackets jump out in front. Eagles would answer in the third. Man on third for Charlie Rowan, and he singles into right field for an RBI. This game is now tied. Then later, 2-1 in the fourth. Bases loaded for Rowan again. The ground ball to short, but the throw goes high. 2 Eagles coming to score as UWL takes a 4-1 lead. But trouble in the 8th. Yellow Jackets within 1, and with 1 man on, Colin West is going to give Baldwin Wallace the lead. A 2-run jack over the wall and right, and that was the difference. Eagles fall 5-4. The final, however, they are not done. Currently in an elimination game against Wartburg right now. Currently UWL leading 4-3 in the 6th inning. If the Eagles pull it out, they will face Baldwin Wallace tomorrow at 11 a.m. and would need to win 2 straight games if they want to advance to the Super Regionals. In the MLB, Brewers on the road taking on the Twins, facing off against the Toma grad Connor Prelip, who's had a successful start to his MLB career, and he was dealing early in this one. Jackson Chourio, can I help you? Nope, just looking. Next batter, Bryce Terang, gets him swinging on the inside sinker. Prelip with a great start in this one, and his offense giving him some help in the third. No on and 2 out, but Trevor Larnick is going to take Logan Henderson deep for a solo shot. Twins jump in front. 4th inning, Prelip in some trouble, gets the ground ball, could be 2, but Royce Lewis with the fielding error. Bryce Terang comes around to score. This game is tied at 1. 6th inning, Prelip still on the mound, but this was about his only mistake of the game. High changeup to Jackson Chourio, and the Brewer star makes him pay. It's Chourio's first homer of the season. Prelip would finish 6 full innings, giving up just the 1 earned run on 3 hits, striking out 8 batters, but it's the Brewers who get the win, 2-1, the final. In the NFL world, there will officially be a reunion between 2 former Green Bay Packers Super Bowl winners as Aaron Rodgers set to return to the Pittsburgh Steelers on a 1-year deal, joining his former head coach Mike McCarthy. This will be Rodgers' 22nd season in the NFL. He will turn 43 in December. Rodgers and McCarthy won the Super Bowl together in 2011 against the Steelers, and now they look to make some magic 15 years later in Pittsburgh. All right, that's all for sports. We'll have more news after the break.
The frequent diners at Houghton's know all about the made-from-scratch home-cooked faves. Chicken dumpling soup, the penny nickel dime meatballs, or baked chicken. Then there's the famous Friday fish fry. Those are just some of the faves where family and friends gather. Houghton's Jackson Street Pub.
Hot tubs, hot tubs, hot tubs. The Hot Tub and Swim Spa Expo is at Hot Springs Spas and Pools in Unalaska. This weekend only. Truckloads of hot tubs from major brands like Hot Spring and Caldera Hot Tubs. All discounted. Hot tubs as low as $79 a month. Swim spas up to $10,000 off. Easy financing available. Factory direct patio furniture up to $2,500 off. Saunas starting at $119 a month. Hot tubs, swim spas, saunas, and patio furniture up to 30% off. This weekend only at Hot Springs Spas and Pools in Unalaska. SpaExpoLacrosse.com.
People think of music when they come here, and it's been a hub for a lot of teachers and students for generations. I primarily repair the orchestral instruments within the school districts. Also do a lot of guitar repair and other miscellaneous stringed items. I thoroughly enjoy working on these instruments because they have been in families for years and years. Having the ability to work on something like that and to keep that to pass on to other generations means everything to me.
Light hold music.
There's a significant discrepancy between the population of Wisconsin and where physicians practice.
And that's a problem the UW-Madison is working hard to fix, specifically with the Wisconsin Academy for Rural Medicine. Rural communities have unique challenges.
And we've tailored our training to produce knowledgeable, passionate physicians to practice in those rural areas.
One doctor in a community that hasn't had one can make a huge impact.
One Wisconsin.
On Wisconsin.
Are you dealing with vaginal odor? It's time to give your vagina the support it needs. This is Urovaginal Probiotic from O Positive Health. Uro has a premium V-positive probiotic blend with XOS prebiotics to enhance effectiveness, so you can crowd out odor-causing bacteria, balance vaginal pH and yeast levels, and enjoy greater vaginal comfort. Get Uro for 20% off right now at geturo.com.
There's something new for dinner at the place where family and friends gather. Seared beef tips. 6 ounces of seared beef tips with sauteed onions and mushrooms. Open 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday for dine-in and carry-out. Houghton's Jackson Street Pub.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Stargazers, get ready to look up. The northern lights were visible last night and now tonight as well. According to NOAA, people across parts of the U.S., including the Midwest, may be able to see the aurora display between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. However, the most intense views are expected in Canada. Well, Greg will have a final look at your weather when we come back.
Support local businesses by shopping at the Gourmet Candy Outlet in Jackson Plaza. Make every celebration deliciously unforgettable with fresh roasted nuts, fudge, and European chocolates. Or create your own gift box of assorted confections. Shop local, shop Jackson Plaza.
They often say variety is the spice of life. Well, if that's what you're looking for, the Board Store is your destination. Because we have variety. We have windows and doors. We have siding. We have sunrooms, we have kitchens, we have bathrooms, we have flooring, we have tile. Whatever your home improvement needs are, interior or exterior, there's no better destination than the Board Store showrooms at 524 Copeland Avenue in La Crosse.
When you need a truck to get you from the job site to the campsite, drive your story with a new Ram from Pischke Motors.
Drop by for the Declaration of Deal sales event and drive away in your new 2026 Ram 1500. Save over $10,000 off MSRP plus 2.9% APR for 72 months. You'll also get America's best factory full-size truck powertrain limited warranty. 10 years, 100,000 miles. This offer ends May 31st. Go to Pischke.com. Pischke Motors West Salem or Pischke Motors La Crosse.
Coulee Region Women, your area's award-winning magazine, is now available. In our celebrations issue, kick off the festival season with Allison Kirsch, The Pump House, and Artspire. Celebrate good times with event planner Nancy Flotmeyer and enjoy edible works of art by cake decorator Lindsay Schaub. Take the stage with Miss Remarkable contestants and kick up your heels at a local Sit in Mai event. Relax with a little retail therapy resulting in the perfect look. Pick up your copy at area merchants or go to crwmagazine.com to read online.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we help you find value on the things you value. So when it's time to take on a project, we've got you covered with the right supplies at unbeatable prices. Right now, during our Yard Defense Days, save $5 on a state weed and feed. Rewards members save an extra $3. Plus, get back on the water with Quicksilver Marine engine oil products. Buy one, get one 25% off. Find the value you need to do things your way. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
Support local businesses by shopping at the Gourmet Candy Outlet in Jackson Plaza. Make every celebration deliciously unforgettable with fresh roasted nuts, fudge, and European chocolates. Or create your own gift box of assorted confections. Shop local, shop Jackson Plaza.
All right, light rain tomorrow and showers. It will keep the temperatures down, but as further south you go, there will be some dry breaks in the afternoon time, and that's why they're getting up close to 80. Unfortunately, further north you go, it's going to be the mid to upper 60s. So the good news is nothing expected to be severe at this point. It's Sunday night, keep an eye on, and then another opportunity Monday night too, before we definitely cool down as we get to Tuesday and Wednesday.
Bring on the rain.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yes, all right. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here tomorrow.